crossing the line. You got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Oh, yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. I'm sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems.
It's time to introduce the starting five for your Oklahoma City Thunder. Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches. Number 12, Steven Adams. Starting at shooting guard, at 6 foot 0 inches, number 23, Brad Van Vliet. At the power forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 15, Tony Bennett. The other guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 0, Russell Westbrook. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 13, Paul George. Your Oklahoma City Thunder head coach is Mark Daignault. Fans, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has passed the great Oscar Robertson for first overall in career triple-doubles. Westbrook says, I just do what you need to do in order to win. My job is to do everything. That's what I do night in and night out, and nobody else does it the same. Simple as that. Kevin, nobody calls a game like you.
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Russell Westbrook.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Hart, MP out there with Noel. Then it's Young, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Russell Westbrook. Steven Adams is out there with Bennett. Then it's Paul George, and it's Van Vliet in at the 2 spot. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Now, here's Hart. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. That one goes. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Westbrook against Young. Back to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Outside, George. Another shot, and it's Adams getting it to go.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength in the offensive glass.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Here's Young. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Westbrook against Young. The 3 ball. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. George for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 5 points so far.
You just can't forget about Trae Young. Not for a second out there. We saw him there with that quick release.
Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Noel. Offensive rebound. Adams. And it's blocked.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And that one's good. Noel.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Right side George. To halt the run. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Paul George getting after it. They're helping out the teammate to try to secure one a second time.
He's covered by Bennett. Again, Sacramento.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Westbrook passes to Adams. Dishes to George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got his second basket of the game.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Basket counts. George has got his third basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Westbrook with the steal. Inside. Lets it go from deep. George, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Covered by Van Vliet. He lobs it up. It's deflected. And so Sacramento again turning it over.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Young. 13th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Now, here's George. He's got 7. Pass to Westbrook. Over Young. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's Young on the wing. Covered by Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. And yes, it's good.
Proving how effective he can be in these sets. MP reads defenses well in the pick and roll.
Now here's Westbrook. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. And here's George for 3. They get it back. And the rejection by Noel. Driving in. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Here's Van Vliet. Following the basket by MP. The Thunder with another miss. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The pass to Hart. It's Young on the wing over Westbrook. That one wide left.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Van Vliet kicks to George. Misses the 3.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Pass to Hart. The three. Here's Noel. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Kings lead by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
They can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Kings, Mason Plumlee's checked in for MP. Sindarius Thornwell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Hart. Gilgeous Alexander finds Canner, and the basket is good.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's Horton Tucker. And now the Kings fast break. Thornwell, the pass to Dinwiddie. Young drives in. Kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Thornwell. With the drive. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Young. And he makes good on the layup. And now an 8-point Kings lead.
The top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
Cantor, the pass to Horton Tucker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Dinwiddie, left side. Pass to Thornwell. And Taylor Horton Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in.
King substitution.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And it's the Kings with the ball. 6-point lead. Here now is Dinwiddie. He had 27 points last game.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's Bacon. Plumlee with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Dinwiddie passes to Thornwell. Dinwiddie against Gilgeous Alexander. And it's Noel missing. And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 6. Here's Cantor. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. Lonley's checked in for Noel. And he sinks the second. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Denver. Gilgeous Alexander against Dinwiddie. And the rebound goes to the Thunder, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Trailing by 5. There's Bacon. And there's the pass to Diallo. Kept alive. Cantor. That misses off the backboard.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Floats one. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist from Mirotic.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's another guy now at a stellar performance in that win against Denver.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Dinwiddie. He can't get it to go. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City, Dwayne Bacon. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Thornwell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Left side, Mirotic. Passes to Vonleh. 4 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Horton Tucker. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Mirotic kicks to Vonleh. Dinwiddie against Cantor. Now Dinwiddie, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Sacramento up 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from OKC Arena. And one of the most prolific offensive rebounders in the league, Enes Kanter, breaks down the impact of that particular play.
It gives an extra position and it's demoralized the opponents. And I think it gives my teammates so much confidence. Tell them, hey, shoot it with confidence. And if you miss him, I'm going to go get it for you.
And Greg's so valuable, having players who don't need plays called for them to have an impact.
And he's shown he can score in the paint, but if he's not getting touches, he can also go and attack that offensive glass.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Vonleh's out there at Plumlee. Then there's Mirotic, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Now here's Dinwiddie, and stolen by Diallo. There's Bacon. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Kings trailing. Dinwiddie outside. Cantor against Plumlee. Here's Thornwell. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Bacon. Plumlee with some nice D. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on the game on the defensive end. Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Let me remind the audience, Brent Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brent, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And the Kings will go for a different look here. MP's checked in for Plumlee. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Mirotic. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Sindarius Thornwell. Young is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
Young's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
And Trae Young will bury threes in bunches. So effortless.
Pass to Westbrook. Pass to Bennett. Over Young. Shot by Bennett, no good. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Young outside. It's stolen by Adams. Van Vliet left side. The kick out to Westbrook. The pass to George. Shoots the 3. Vonleh with the rebound. George has gone just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. Passes it to Young. He's covered by Westbrook. The kick out to Young. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here's Westbrook. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
They now take the lead.
Noah Vonleh.
Vonleh's got his first bucket in this one.
Still working on his post game. Vonleh using that giant 7'3" wingspan to full advantage.
Pass to Adams. George looking over the floor. To the middle. They need this one. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Sacramento.
Shooting 1.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. He's covered by Bennett. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And that one's good. Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Pass to Bennett. The dish now to George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And they'll get another chance. Drills it from outside. George has got 10 points in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Young pass to Finney-Smith. Now the pass to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall. Adams, some nice D. Bennett inside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Man, they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
And the rejection by Noel. Westbrook with a wide open look. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Very few players, if any, are more explosive off the pick and roll than Russell Westbrook.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first
You know when you allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
shooting for Sacramento.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Taking 2 shots.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And for some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
And the first one drops.
And there haven't been too many players who've had to prove themselves as much as MP. With all the hype he had coming into the league, he had to go out and make the doubters into believers.
And so he makes both from the line.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Van Vliet outside. The kick out to Westbrook. From 12 feet out. No good that time. The Kings trail by 3. Passes it to Hart. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Noel. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Thunder leading by 3. Now here's Bennett. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Denver. Got a piece of it. And Adams kicks to Van Vliet. Over Noel. And there's another one for the Thunder.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backcourt.
Young against Westbrook. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to George. Let's go. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so Young will bring it up for the Kings. 7-point differential. Adams defending. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
You love MP's intensity down the paint. He doesn't let the defense throw him off.
Van Vliet outside. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Van Vliet. And there's another one for the Thunder.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Hart. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, averages nearly 12 points a game. Jacks up a three. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Hart. The Thunder making the shot. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from MP.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Now here's Adams. And the Kings pushing it up now. Young's running. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Trae Young might be the last guy in this offense that you want to lose sight of.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right. They're just not playing their best.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girls.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cantor, he's checked in for Adams. Diallo comes in for Bennett. Bacon, he's checked in for George. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Plumlee, he's checked in for Noel. Mirotic comes in for MP. Thornwell, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Horton-Tucker. Off target from outside. The Kings trailed by 4. Plumlee in the post. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Plumlee with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Hart. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
One thing about Plumlee, he possesses good passing skills from the low post and when facing up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Horton-Tucker. And a missed layup. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. And there's the drive. Thornwell kicks to Mirotic. And the pass to Hart. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Cantor. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. It took them a little while to get going, but you love what they did in the second quarter, ending with a 2-point lead. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball.
Jack, how do you think Sacramento played?
The main reason they're not winning this game is their three-point percentage. Shooting 30% on that many attempts is not a recipe for success. They need to find a way to get more open looks, not just from behind the arc.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The 3rd quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Bennett and Van Vliet out there with Russell Westbrook. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's George in the small forward position.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Young for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Vliet on the wing. Adams down low. He's against Young. Count that one. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
And that's good. MP for 3. He's got 20.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Chalk up 2 there. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Russell carving up the defense here right now and is a master at getting up his own shot. He's really gotten better at spotting up.
Now, here's Hart. It's Young on the wing, takes the 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Passes it to Bennett. He kicks to George. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. George has got 17 now. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from MP.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Nice move. He stepped back and cashed it up. George has got 19 points.
And it looks like they left a defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Ball's knocked loose. Adams against Noel. Here's Finney Smith. No good from outside.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Now, which ways tonight has Paul George not made an impact in this game? A one-man wrecking crew.
Young outside. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Finney Smith, and Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And here's Young, 15 points in the game. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And there's the call on injury. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Vonleh comes in for Noel. And Thornwell subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, here is Young. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
I just think anytime Trae Young finds some daylight, he starts to think about looking towards the rim.
From 18 feet away, again, Oklahoma City.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Young against Westbrook. The high post shot. Young, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Adams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, a combination of muscle and some focus right there allows Steven Adams to collect another bucket.
Pass to Hart. Here's Thornwell. He's covered by Bennett. And Adams sends it back. Now, here's George, defended by Hart. And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George more and more comfortable at creating some offense for himself using the bounce.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Sheck Diallo comes in for Bennett. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the Kings, Mirotic comes in for MP. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Hart. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Dinwiddie. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Vonleh dishes to Mirotic. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The shot misses. Excellent D from Cancer.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Diallo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
And Diallo, no good on that one. The Kings trailed by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Again, the miss by the Kings. And the Thunder with the possession here. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to Bacon. Three-pointer. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Young's shot is good.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
George passes to Cantor. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shea does a nice job there just getting in the right spot and becoming an easy target for his teammates.
Outside Mirotic. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. That one doesn't go. Plumlee with some nice D. Young outside. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Here's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Combine the fluid movement and the explosiveness, and Plumlee brings it down.
The pass to Bacon. Outside for George. Over Plumlee. The shot by George, no good. The Kings trailed by 9. Over to the left wing. Stolen by George. Passes it to Bacon. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 7. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Line for 2.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Bennett's checked in for the Thunder. Horton Tucker comes in for George. The Kings also at the sub. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mirotic. Good on the second free throw. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Going. Oh!
Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic uses that athleticism.
The Kings trailed by 13. And Young kicks to Dinwiddie. Count that one. Dinwiddie's got 8 points in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Bennett. Gilgeous-Alexander against Noel. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dinwiddie passes to Noel. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Bennett's got his 4th rebound in this one. Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, here's Cantor. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. At the top of the key, Plumlee. Pass to Thornwell. Pulls from the top of the key, and they pick up 2. Thornwell's got his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And the Thunder lead by 15.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
Here's Young. Misses. Fell through 3/4 of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 15. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from OKC Arena. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. Noel is out there with MP. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Into the lane. Horton Tucker with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 15. Bacon's shot is off.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And good that time. He's got 24.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Gilgeous-Alexander able to get into the seam and the crack quite quickly and puts pressure on the defense.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
Most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
And he knocks down the first one.
The long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
And the Thunder making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. The Kings trail by 15. Dinwiddie outside. Dishes it to Noel. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Adams defending, and that one good.
And it's clear how talented a player MP is. When he takes over like this, boy, he is fun to watch.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he dunks it down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
No backing down when MP takes it up. He just slams it right in the grill.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow!
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the three off target. The Thunder leading by 17. Here he goes. Off target at the rim.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Dinwiddie attacking. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Bennett. From 12 feet out, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Bacon. Clock at 6. Adams trying to free himself up. Bacon's shot is off. The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 30 points in the game.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Here's the pass to Van Fleet. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie left side. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 17. Van Vliet. Rebounded by Hart. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Pass to Bacon. Bennett. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 19.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Timeout called by the Kings. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
look for Oklahoma City. Paul George comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder on D. They have a 19-point lead. Finney Smith passes to Noel. Fires from 14. Misses off the left iron.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. There's Dinwiddie. Paul George making his last shot. Over Westbrook. Sacramento again missing. Oklahoma City leading by 21. On the wing, George. Adams trying to free himself up. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship. The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
Now George, following the three-point attempt by MP. And Trey Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
On defense, the Kings. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 31 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
There's Noel.
Textbook pick and roll from MP. Shifting the defense so he can set up a ready shooter.
Westbrook kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Bennett. Adams trying to free himself up. And Bennett with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
George with the ball. With so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Muscala, he's checked in for Steven Adams. MP comes in for George. And Diallo subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And here's Young. Pass to Thornwell. This one for three. That one doesn't drop. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Westbrook with the bucket.
One thing MP's always had is a great feel for the game. He doesn't need to see a pass like that. He just feels it.
Now, here is Young. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now, we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lengths at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
It's good.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Thunder Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girl.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Finney Smith passes to Hart. Here's Finney Smith. Now Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. And the layup's good off the glass. 32 points in the game.
And these tough finishes get MP going. He relishes any chance to score on aggressive coverage.
Here's Westbrook. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Yep, that one goes in there. 34 points for MP.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Right side, Westbrook. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Again, using his frame and size right there, Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do and show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
Sacramento with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Hart. Great D that time from Van Vliet. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Right side, Westbrook. And Adams with the slam.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
The pass to Young. A three-pointer is right on target.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Westbrook against Young. Now here's Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Russell, congrats. How satisfying is this win?
It's great. You know, did what we were supposed to do. We came in and competed at a high level defensively for the most part and got the win.
And you continue to keep it rolling, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.